We talk about the battery. It's the same there. On the box it says 8000 milliamp, but in the website, in 3 different places, Jisulife's website, it says 10,000 milliamp. So I go for that. I go for 10,000 milliamp. I will send them an email and I will see what it really is then. Is it 10 or is it 8,000 milliamp? Okay, Jisulife table fan PRO3. Interesting. Let's check this out. It's a big box. Cover my whole screen here in the camera. I show you this side and I show you all the side. Here you have some charging spec. You can put this on hold, like I used to say, if you want to see the charging spec and some other information there. And we show this side too then. The back side here. Look like this. And we take this side also then. Not so much there, but some picture and little text there also. You can look at that. But one good thing about this box is that it has sealing. I like that. So we know that we have a new product. It's only one Jisulife fan so far I see with plastic foil all around it, and that was the outdoor fan Ultra 1, who I made a video about for I think 1.5 months ago. Oh, you have tape here too. So that was the only one who have plastic foil all around it, and this is the first one I see with tape sealing then, if you can call it like that. But let's open this box then. I'm very interested, but I always say that, right? Oh, yeah, the fan is big. The fan is big and also pretty heavy. I will talk about the weight soon. But it's a beautiful, beautiful fan, I must say. I must say that. And this is how it looks around it. And with this video, in this video, I will make a wind test, and a decibel test, and a duration test of this fan. And the duration test will be, I will run this on full power with fully charged battery and see how long it will take until the battery is totally empty. The color, you can only choose one color. This gray, dark gray, I call it dark gray color here. Jisulife only say gray, but it is dark gray, you can see that also. And I want to put this on a scale. According to Jisulife's website, 1,385 grams, but actually I don't know if I can put this in some way on the scale. We will see. Okay, I put it standing like this, but then I don't think the camera can focus on the screen. Yeah, there you see it. 1,382.7 there. And they say 1,385. So that's very good. That's almost correct. No complaint. No complaint about that. Jisulife almost every time they are very correct about their weight, I must say. And do we have some use here? I read a little about this online as much as I could, but I find different information on different websites, so I will check the manual soon and I will come back after that. But let's see here. I just double press here. See the battery info, what? No, I don't see any battery info. Long press down. Oh, nothing happened. I will do like this. I will charge this very soon. I will talk just a little more here. We talk about the battery. It's the same there. On the box it says 8000 milliamp, but in the website, in 3 different places, Jisulife's website, it says 10,000 milliamp. So I go for that. I go for 10,000 milliamp. I will send them an email and I will see what it really is then. Is it 10 or is it 8,000 milliamp? And if there are some changes, what I say in this video, I will write that in the description. 18 watt fast charging, PD, power delivery, and QC, quick charge. And the charging spec, if you not see that on the box, I think it was on the box, but I take it again. 5 volt, 2 amp, 9 volt, 2 amp, 12 volt, 1.5 amp. And you can use this according to Jisulife, but we will see it. You can use this while you're charging, and I hope you can use it at full speed. Because if you see another of my video, for example, the Ultra 2 now who come out, that you can run when you're charging, yes, but you can only run it on half speed, 50% speed, same time you charge the fan. And I didn't find any information that you can charge this, no, that this is a power bank, but it's USB-C back here then. So I don't find any information, so I don't think this is any power bank, but that should be nice to have a 10,000 milliamp power bank that I really should like. And the engine, RPM, rotation per minute, 37,000, that's a really nice number. 37 for a table fan, I mean, 37,000 RPM. And to have the engine, they call it energy saving variable frequency. I actually really don't know what that is, but it will save, so you will have, you get longer working time then. And the working time, by the way, is from 2.5 to 13 hours. It depends what level of speed you have. And the speed level, you adjust here on the knob here, and it's 100 level speed of this. So that's very nice. I like when it's 100 speed. And the knob here, it's like the, if you see, once again, one of my videos about the Jisulife Life 2S. We call it a baby fan or stroller fan. It's have a knob like this also and 100 level of speed. So that's, I really like that knob because it's very easy to take up the speed, you know. And this is nice. I feel the click inside here. I really feel the click inside. So I like that. But okay. Yes, I forgot one little important thing. It sounds little, but you have a very big wind flow here. Very big wind flow. But the wind speed, that 37,000 RPM will produce a wind speed at 5.6 meters per second. And it's bladeless, so it's a turbine inside then, I guess. It's bladeless. But we will see also about that, because I will do, like I always do in my fan video, a test about this, like I said. Wind speed, Winspeed and decibel test, and the last one, duration test there. And in the back here, we see here, inside here, we have, okay, here you don't need a tool or what? Okay, but I will check that later. I think, yeah, it's a screw there. It's a screw here, I think, for that. You have HEPA filter inside. And that's very good HEPA filter. It's not just a filter to take away a little dust. A HEPA filter, H11, is a different rating of HEPA filter. It's a lot of difference rating. And the highest rating is actually 14, but that is for the industry. But 11 is very good for home use. So it takes away all the dust and also actually some bacteria and virus. I didn't know that before. So that is really something to have, a HEPA filter inside. And you cannot clean this filter. It's not meant for clean, this HEPA filter. You must change it, you know, replace it with a new one. But it depends how dusty environment you use this fan in. But if you have it in a normal home, you don't need to change it maybe every second year, so you don't need to go to the shop and buy a new filter today, I mean. So you can have it a long time if you don't use it in a very dirty environment then. And the base, silicone, anti-slip they call it, silicone anti-slip. So it's now I have a soft material on the table here then. But if you have some slippery surface, a slippery table, it will stand firmly there. Yeah, it was nice factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 silicone dots here then, who keep it steady on the floor. No, on the floor also maybe. Depends where you have it. But on the table, I think they most have this then. Yeah, I go a little before in the video here. You have a timer also in this. So when you go to bed, then you don't want to have it on too long when you're sleeping. You have a 24-hour timer actually, so that's good. And I will show you how you adjust everything a little later in the video. Mostly because I need to read the manual actually. So that's why this is totally new for me. I don't see any video about this, how you do these things either. So I will read the manual and I will play a little with the fan and try it out a little, and I will come back. But a little more talk first here. And this have oscillating, spinning, automatic spinning. You have 3 different levels of that. You spin it like this, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, or 120 degrees automatic. And you can also use vertical then, like this. You change vertical like this. And that is 45 degrees then. But that is enough, I think. 45 degrees angle there. But that's only manual. But other one is automatic then. So I like oscillating, like the baby fan I talk about, Life 2. They have 2 models there, Life 2 and Life 2S. Both of them are oscillating. Or do I remember wrong? At least the one I have, Life 2S, is oscillating. And that's pretty neat actually. I use that as a camping fan many times. I don't use it like a baby fan. That fan have very many different area you can use it in. And what more? Yes, you have a beautiful light here also. We will try everything out later after I read the manual. But you have a beautiful light here. And you can set that in 7 different color. I call it ambient light, and 7 color ambient light. So that's nice. But I think I will do this now then. I will show you how you take off the filter and everything. But I will read the manual first so I don't come with any misleading information to you. But for you, this will just be like a blink of an eye. But actually I forgot one thing. Accessory. How can I forget that? And I forget to fold my knife. I do forget that many times. But accessory, you must check the box there also. I take away the fan as we have focus on the box instead. I know my camera is a little sensitive about focus sometimes. Even if I have actually really pretty good lens. But this weighs nothing. Almost nothing. The screwdriver, okay, there we have the screwdriver for take away the lid or the back cover there for replace or clean the back and replace the filter, not clean the filter. If there are some very big particle, of course you can take away that. But here is almost like a book, this one, not like in all the other Jisulife manual. They are small like this, But this was a book, you know, but different language, of course. But yeah, I have something to read here before I come back to you again. And a screwdriver, then a small one. This feels good. And here we have the, I guess, USB-C to USB-C cable then. Can we see if we can open this without taking too long time for you. No, USB-A to USB-C, okay. Little strange actually, why they use USB-A all the time in the other end. But okay, it's not the same premium cable like it was in the Ultra 2. It was even a brand here, their brand, Jisulife, not the logo but the text, I mean, Jisulife, says here on the Ultra 2 cable. So this is a more cheap cable, but it still feels premium, everything. It still feels premium. But okay, now I will check these things and I will come back to you. Okay, now I read the manual a lot and I play with the fan or use it for a couple of hours. So I know much more about it now. And actually when you find out how the buttons working, then it's very easy, very simple. It's no problem at all. So I will show you now from the start here. But first, what I will say something I forgot to tell you in the beginning, important thing. The build material is not aluminum, even if it maybe look like that. It's ABS plastic, but that's not a bad material. It's very durable. ABS plastic is also 100% recyclable, so that's good for our environment. So it's very strong, very sturdy material, ABS plastic. But okay, and I also, before we say about I didn't charge it yet because it was 74% charging already. But I tried to this is only in port, USB-C in, not out. So that means this is not, you cannot use this like a 10,000 milliamp power bank. So that's a little disappointed, but it is a table fan. It's made for use in home, and home we have electricity. I think Jisulife think like that, you know. But if I start with the button then, and we take the filter and things like that, and about the filter, I just want to correct myself if I maybe forget it later. I say change every 2 years, bad mistake. Jisulife in the manual, they say change every 2-3 months. But I really don't think you need to do that actually. 2-3 months, that sounds very, very often. Just check the filter and take away big particle if or something inside it. But I don't think it can come so much big particle inside here. Yeah, that's what it says in the manual anyway then. But about the screen also, it's very, very pale LED screen there, so you cannot see the screen. I tried different camera settings here, so I must take the camera down in the settings so much so everything else will be totally bad. So I am sorry for that, you cannot see the screen, but I will tell you along the way anyway. To start the fan, the upper button here is the power button, so just short press one time and it's on. And you hear it now. We will try the sound and everything later. And here then, you have the knob here. Here you adjust the speed from 0 to 100 like I told you. We can just take it up to 100 so you can hear how it sounds now in my microphone. So for example now it's very bright studio light. Now it's 84% then. You don't see that there. I cannot think you see that. And there we have 100. This is 100. I will try it in my face. Yes, it is good, you know, even if it's just 5.6 meters per second according to Jisulife's website. So it's a big wind tunnel. So it's actually not so bad. I do one short press and turn off. So we can talk normally, or at least I can talk normally. But one short press on, one short press off. And I will show you one thing more here. This have also something that called natural wind. So if I start the fan, one short press in the upper power button. And now if I do a double press, then come natural wind. I do double press. Now it's natural wind. That means that the wind is not continuous. It's imitate the natural. So you hear now, it's go down a little in speed here. And it start over again and go up again. So it's imitate the natural wind, you know. And to go out from this mode, you just do double press again. And then you have continuous wind. Same speed all the time, like you do in the setting here on the knob, you know. And short press, you turn off again. But now I want to show you the oscillating, and the spin. Let's say the spinning then, to not make it complicated here. But I tried this after I read the manual before, and it's not, the fan has no power to turn around when I have it in this angle, so I must take it up a little. But the lower button is the spinning button, and let's say that oscillating button. So one first press on this button here is 45 degrees. Now it's spinning 45 degrees. Now it has power to spin. Let's see if it has power to spin back from 45 degrees there. Yeah, it has power to do that when I hold it like this. And if I do next step now, 45 now, but next step, now it says 90 degrees on the display. And I do one more time. It says 120 degrees on the display. And I do one more time again now. It's go back to 0 degrees. That means that it's going to stop by itself when it reach center. So see, now it stopped by itself. I do again here, 45 degrees. And I do long press here. Or was it double press? Let me see. Long press, I think. Yes, long press. Then the oscillating, the spinning stop wherever you are in the degrees there. So, and you do just one press again. It starts spinning again. And to go back, if you want this to go back and stop at the center now, then you must, it's 45 now, so you must do 90, 120, and 0. So now we stop in the center. That's all about this 2 button here. All you need to know about that. And I stopped the fan here too, so I can talk a little more, so you can hear me better. And we have 2 button here also then. No, we forgot one thing here. And now I actually, yeah, that was long press. I start the fan again here. And when you start the fan, you see the battery level. You see the battery level. But also, yes, I have 2 more things to show you here. To see the battery level, you don't do double press on the power button. You do double pressing on the spinning button here, oscillating button, the lower button. There you do double press. Then I see the power, how much battery is left there. I take up the speed a little. No, I take down the speed a little there, and I will see, because it was the same as the power level. Now it's 37, and you don't see it. 37, and I do double press here now. Yes, we have 70% battery left there. You don't see it. And that number go away after a few seconds back to speed, to show the speed again. But if you have long press here now, a long press, okay, maybe I remember wrong there. I just learned this, you know. I do long press here on the power button, yes. There we have it, yes. I did long press on the upper button, power button then. Then it shows 00 in the display. But don't wait too long, because then it will go away like it did now. So I do long press again. Now it's 00. And when I choose this, now I can choose the 24-hour timer. I just take it up like this. Now 6 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour. I can do all the way up to 24 hour. And I just let it be like, so now it's 10 hour for example. If I let it be like this now, it will show speed soon again. And then this fan will stop after 10 hour. So now we show the speed again, 37% speed here. But we have that now. The fan have this in its memory now, that after 10 hours this will close by itself. But if I want to close the timer now, then I do long press again. There it shows. Now it not shows 0, it shows 10 now. So then I take back here. Okay, now I waited too long, so the speed shows again, so I must do again. Oh, now I turn off the fan. I'm clumsy. Okay, now it's on again. So now I do long press. There we have it. Now it's okay. Yeah, I close the fans, so it says 0 by itself there. But if it was 10, for example, then I do long press. There you have it. And yeah, it was 0. But I take it up for 3, for example. Now it's 3 hours, and there we have it. Now it's 54% in speed, and I do long press again. Then it shows 3 hours. Then I take to 0 on the knob here. That's how you close the timer. So that's you must do for close the timer. So now the timer is closed. And now it's go back to show the speed 54% again. So that was that. There was it one thing more? I maybe come back to that later then. And I close the fan here. One press on the power button, and I show you back here. Here you have two buttons over the USB-C port. Yes, you have focus there, or the camera have focus. The lower button, both this button is about the light, the ambient 7 light setting. The lower button and the upper. I will show you that now, but I will show you the screen or the round frame here. But I tell you how I push the button here. Now I use the lower button to put on or to start the ambient light. First it's a fixed light. Now my studio light is very bright, right? So you don't see so much. But now I have fixed light. One press on the button, the lower button, and then I can choose different color with the upper button. 7 different colors you choose here then. So just press one more time there. You have that first one was green, you see that. Here is very bright blue, almost look like white in my screen actually, but it's bright blue. And here is purple. maybe you not see that. If I close one light here, just close one light here. Here you have purple. Now you see that better now. And then, now here we have purple. We had blue before. We do it again. Here's a bright blue anyway. And here's orange. I think it's orange. It looks like brown golden, but and here's bright green and more dark green and blue, bright blue and purple and bright purple then and bright blue. But you have seven. You have this orange here and bright green, yes, and dark green. So you have 7 settings. That's the upper button on the back side here. And now I go down to the lower button again. I push one time already to start this light. But now I push one more time. And now breathing mode come. In the breathing mode, it is the color you choose. Now I go up to the upper button instead. And I change the color. Now it's purple, for example, not blue anymore. So now it's breathing on the purple. Or on this bright purple. Or this very bright blue. Or here, the orange then. So it's breathing and this color you choose here on the upper button. And I go down again to the lower button. And the third press there is, you can call it changing mode. It changes color here, but it's not doing it in a breathing way. And here in this mode you cannot change color with the upper button by yourself anymore, because the fan do that already for you. So here, if you stand like this, it will change to different. You see already here it changed. I don't do anything. It changed color here, but it's not breathing mode. I call it. I don't remember what they call it, Jisulife, but it's a changing color mode. Then that's a nice thing, I think. But the breathing mode is also cool. But I like this better because here you have all the 7 color, go through all the 7 color over and over again. So if I go back to the button in the lower button here and press the 4th time, then you will turn off everything here. I'll show you that now. So now it's off. And I turn one press on the lower button again, and then the continuous light start here. And then you just choose different color from here, whatever color you want. Now use the upper button then. You choose different color here. And now I go to the lower button again. And here it was the breathing mode. And the third press was changing color mode then. And in the changing color mode you cannot change color by yourself with the upper button. But I go down to the lower button again and close this. So now that's closed. Okay, but let's check out the filter. The filter then, I showed you that before, but I put on my light, third light here. I have 3 studio light there, so we see something. And now we can use the screwdriver. The screwdriver, right? Who comes in a box. So let me see. It's a small screw there. I show you here. Here you have that small screw. It's only one screw, you know. And then you turn the back cover a little to the left to open it. But a small screw, easy to lose. Easy to lose. So I will just do like this. I must turn it more in the camera so you see what I'm doing, right? You see the screw here, very, very tiny. But now I turn this counterclockwise. It's a symbol here also on the cover. This is how it looks inside. And here is the HEPA filter, HEPA H11. They call it H11. A little hard to take up and it's laid down. You can just do like this. So you take it out. And this is a HEPA filter according to Jisulife then. But actually I read HEPA filters to have a number, how many percent this can resist dust and virus and bacteria. But there is no percentage here. But I don't think Jisulife is lying, but original HEPA filter have a percentage written somewhere on the filter, but not this one. But they say 2-3 months you're going to change it. But I think you can have it longer if you have it in your home. In my home it's not especially dusty, so I think I can have this 1 year. But I will check it after 2-3 months then and see how it will be. I just put it back again. It's round, so, and it was no notches or something like that, but it's sturdy there now. And then I just put back this again, and you see also this gonna align when you turn it clockwise, but you have a little on the side now when you take it back, so you don't put it in the center because then you cannot put it down. So I turn it a little like this. It falls down by itself there, and then I turn it clockwise. So you hear a little click there maybe. Yes, you hear a little click there. And now the screw hole, I don't see that, but the screw hole aligned there for sure now. And I just take the small screw again here and put it back. Good, I have a very thin finger for this work. Okay, good. A pretty long screw for being so small. Okay, I don't need to tighten it so hard because it is a very sensitive thread, I think. But with this small screwdriver you cannot take it so hard. But that's how you check. Yeah, I forgot inside also. I don't need to open again. But you can take and clean it with some dust-free towel or something. You can clean inside there after you take off the filter. You cannot clean the filter like I said before. That must be replaced. But okay. And now we have actually one or two or three tests to do. But I will just think a little through here. Was it something I forgot to tell you or not? We will do it like this. I know it was something. This cable, I will use this cable now. And I take the original cable so no one can say, oh my god, you used the wrong cable. That's why it's not working. Now we're going to try to see how many wattage this can charge at. Jisulife told me that this can recharge at 18 watt, right? So I expect around 18 watts. So I use this beautiful power bank for this then. So now I want to see a good number here. At least I want to see 16.5 or something. Let me see now. 16.3. Ha, yes. 16.3. That's normal. It's not so strange that it's not go up exactly to 18. This is normal. 2-3 wattage up and down is totally normal. It's actually nothing. And it can, now it's, yeah, it can be also because it's actually over 70% charge already. So I think actually it already starting to go down in charging speed like every device. So it will be maybe a little higher wattage when you start charging when you drain the battery in this fan. But 16 wattage there, that's very okay. I not complaining about that. So that's good. And 2.5 to 3.5 hours they say to recharge this then. And I told you the charging spec already before. But shall we check the airspeed then? But I think this is going to be very, very hard because look at this outlet here. It's just too big. But we try first on level 1 then. But I don't think we can get good measurement here. Okay, now we have number 1 there then. And I start this anemometer. But I'm almost not sure that this is not going to work, you know. Okay, it was 1.9 there, but I stopped it with 1.7 meter per second. And we take 25 then. Oh, it's so hard to see this screen in this studio light. Now it's 25 and you don't see it. Okay. 25. Okay, 2.5 meter per second. Don't be disappointed because look at this instrument, it's very, very small, you know. And 50 then. 50. Now it's 50. Okay. 2.8 meter per second at 50% speed. And 75 then. There we have 75. You can hear it go up in speed there. 3.6 meter per second. And 100. There we have 100. Now you hear. It's working. Yes, I told you, this is not going to be easy, you know. This is not going to be easy to capture the wind here. No, it's nothing wrong with the fan. It's my instrument who is too small for this test. 4.6, but that's not correct. I can feel the wind here in my face. This is a good wind, you know, and I'm going to try it too. It's a good wind. And I closed it one press there on the power button. It is a good wind because of its big outlet. So it's not like a small fan. You have to have some wind speed here to feel the wind actually. But this is so big, so I can call it comfortable. It's a comfortable wind speed, really. But we do the sound test also then, and then I actually think that this fan will absolutely pass this test because we try it on number 1 first then. There we have 1, and I must shut up. Speed 1, 55 decibel. You take speed 25. Speed 25. .1 decibel. That's not much. And we take 50. There we have exactly 50. .7 decibel. And 75% then. %. 70.9 decibel. And 100. Last one. Now 100. Now I hear a little more sound actually. Not bad. 72.8. Not bad. Ultra 2 was over 80. I think 82, 83 something. One short press here and we stop it. Yeah, Ultra 2 was, but cannot compare with a handheld fan. So 72.8 is a good number. It's not disturbing me, this sound. And I want to say this also. This is not like the other handheld fan. When you start that, it's always start on number 1. This start, keep everything in memory. How you close it, that's how it will start. So if you have a oscillating mode on, if you have the light, like breathing light on, if you have a higher speed on, it will start on that now. So now we did a test at 100, right? So now I will start the fan again. Now it should start on 100, not at 1 like all the other fans. Yes, it started at 100. You will not see the screen, so sad. But start at 100 and short press there. And we close the fan with that. Yes, and also the oscillating mode is very smooth, but you can also turn it by hand, of course. You can turn it by hand. So you don't need to turn the whole base. You just turn the fan. That's very good actually, so you don't need to lift up. It's silicone, you see that in the beginning, so you silicone under it, so it's not so easy to turn around if you stand on a table. So, but you just do like this, so That's very cool. And this maybe feel a little flimsy, or I don't know what English word I should choose here, but it must be loose like this, otherwise they cannot spinning. So it's not a bad construction. I think this feels premium. This is a premium fan, absolutely. Jisulife have 4 premium fan now. That's Ultra 1. No, Ultra 2. Yeah, Ultra 1 is also premium, but I don't know if they're going to continue selling Ultra 1 so much longer. But Ultra 2 then, that's a premium fan. And you have Pro 1S, that's a premium fan. And you have the outdoor fan, Ultra 1, that's a premium fan. And you have this, the table fan Pro 3. This is a premium fan. Absolutely. Okay, let's do that duration test. But I recharge this 25 more % or something like that. And I will be back with a duration test. I will rig this up in some way so you can stand properly. And see then how long this will run at fully charged battery. Ah, I forgot something. I always do that. I will, or did I show you? No, I not show you. We do like this. Yes, I talk about it, but I didn't show you. We can see if this fan is working like Jisulife say. And if it's working at full speed or only half speed like the Ultra 2. So I plug this in here now then, in the USB-C port here. And now we see it charging, right? 16.3 watt there. That's nice. And now, let's see if this starts then. And if it's not start, I will be very disappointed. It start. And it start at 100. It's because the fan, remember, you have it in the memory. So it's working at all speed then. That's nice to see. Because if you see my video from 8-9 months ago about the Ultra 1, that's only working in speed 1 when you charge that. But the Ultra 2, at least that's working at 50% speed. But this work at 100% speed when you charge. I'll do again and try then. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Perfect. Perfect. So that's working. So then it means that you can have this long time on. But okay, now I will charge it with a real charger. I don't charge it with this now because I use a real charger. But it will take a little while. The last percentage always take a little longer time. But I'll be back to you. Okay, fully charged battery then. And before I start this duration test, I want to talk about one last thing. When I charge the battery, I think about that. This fan have protection system, or safety protection, I should say. It have overcurrent protection, short circuit protection, overvoltage protection, and overheating protection, so you know. But 100% now, so I do a double press on the circulation button here. The button, now you don't see that in the screen, but oscillating button, I do a double press there so you see 100% there. And I also know, because I edit the video same time I'm charging, so I edit part of the video, and I actually see that you actually see the display. So my camera had better eye than me, but the display was flickering all the time, and I could do something about it. I think I can change that or stop that if I change my shutter speed, but now the video is almost finished, so it's too late. So I'm sorry for that. You have to see that flickering screen then. But I start the fan on 100 and one press here then on the power button, upper. And I start the screen here at 100. There we have 100 and I start the timer. So, like I said before, according to Jisulife, 2.5 to 13 hours. So 2.5 hours at full speed then. But I will be back around, let's say, half hour then, and I will check in then and see how things going here. So bear with me. Okay, checking in here then after 32 minutes almost there, 32 minutes. and still 100% speed here. So full speed is not go down in charging speed anything. And I don't know how to feel if this is hot in some way. It feels cold everywhere here, but here is just plastic and the filter inside. But the battery, then I hold around the battery here, it feels cold too, so everything working good. But the most important thing for me is that this fan not go down in speed after some minutes, like the test I did with the Ultra 1 for, I told you before, 9 months ago, something like that. That go down in charging speed every 10 or 12 minutes, go down to 80% speed, just like a safety precaution. But this fan is running smoothly, full speed, 33 minutes now then, and still going strong. So I'll check in here one or two times again then, and we will see how this will end after maybe, hopefully at least 2.5 hours. Okay, checking in then after 1 hour and 16 minutes. I forgot the first time I checked inside to show you how much battery we have left, so let's do that now. Double press on the oscillating button, and we have, how much? 62% battery there now. Yes, 62% battery, and that's not bad, and still 100% speed. So I think this, I think this will run for 2.5 hours for sure. Maybe a little more, or maybe I am too optimistic now. But it's good, and the battery pack, it's not hot at all. It's room temperature, and I cannot feel the engine. It's too deep inside here. So, but it's a good test. It's a good test, and like I said before, I am most happy about that the fan not go down in speed when we run it this long time. So good. I'll be back again after 30-40 minutes like that then. Okay, checking in again then, 2 hours now, and I will check how much battery, still on full speed, 100%. 41% left there, and that's a very good sign, I must say. 41%, wow, I'm impressed actually. And the battery pack still cold, everything totally okay, and not go down in speed. That's really good. This test, I like it. But I will not check in again, I think now, because I think maybe 40 more minutes, 45 more minutes, and this battery will be drained, I think. Let's see about that then. Okay, there we have it. Finally, battery stop, and look at this number. 3 hours, 26 minutes and 46 seconds. That's almost 1 hour over what Jisulife promised us. They said 2.5 hours, almost 1 hour more. And this is amazing. Look here, 0. You see, yes, I can read 0 short time there. But this is amazing. It just stops. I just was beside the fan, so it just ran maybe 5 seconds more after I stopped it. So I must say this was a really great test. I must say that. I am so happy for this, you know. I'm surprised. I never think that's going to run long time like this. Oh, that is pretty amazing. I must say that. And while this running all the time, I have not so much to do. So I check the manual a little, and I check outside the box and read whatever I could read, and I find this label here. And here I can confirm now that this is a 10,000 milliampere battery in this fan. Otherwise they should not put this label or sticker under here. So that is a great thing. And also I want to clarify a small thing about the color. I say Jisulife, I call it dark gray, but Jisulife just call it gray. But that was not correct. I remember wrong there. I make some review fan, maybe I mix it with some other fan before. But they call it also dark gray, so you know that. But that was just a little thing. And another thing who is more important than that, when we talk about the HEPA filter who is installed back here, I never told you how much this clean the air before they hit your beautiful face. 90%, 98% of the air pollutants does this filter take away. So that's a great deal. And this lid or cover back here, they call it honeycomb noise reduction, this lid back here. So maybe it's a little less sound from the incoming air then. I'm not totally sure, but this color they call it, this cover, they call it that. But I must say, it is a very, very great test. Good to see that Jisulife really keep the promise and over that. And it's been a very, very long video, I can say that. It feels like I forgot something, but if I forget something or forgot something, then I will put that in the description. And yes, actually, no, I talk about that already, yes, that energy saving variable frequency. And I can say that that was not a lie either then, because this ran a very, very long time. But okay, if you still are here after all this time, I am so grateful for that. Thank you for now.